Hello, my name is Jackson Armstrong, and I volunteered at the State Museum of Natural History, also known as Morrill Hall, at the University of Nebraska in Lincoln. At this site, I manage an activity cart, which is a cart that features a game or a demonstration to show children and adults a topic they find interesting. At this site, I manage the dinosaur activity cart, which is a cart that features a game on determining whether an ancient animal was a dinosaur or not a dinosaur. The museum's general mission is to promote discovery of natural science through research, scientific collections, learner-centered education, and public exhibitions. And many of these exhibits range from ecology to geology to fossil remains found in Nebraska and the surrounding Great Plains area. The museum's other mission is to preserve fossils, organisms, and artifacts in order to better interpret how the Earth changes over the past, present, and future, and to hopefully show future generations how the Earth changes over time. The museum also desires to enhance its stewardship over Nebraska's natural cultural heritage. And this would show how Nebraska is more than just open farmland and open plains, but rather an interesting center for natural science to occur. At this site, I applied many skills, but I mainly chose three in order for me to better engage at this site. One being to speak effectively and coherently with individuals. And I mainly did this with the other volunteers at the site. The way we did this was to discuss after we displayed the activity was to find a way to better engage with the child or adult participating in an activity and then to better relay the information to them so they could understand. Another skill I applied was to respect individuals and especially participants in this activity who mainly were children, and some of these children were just full-blown geniuses and knew terms I didn't know until I was much older. So that granted me a way to show respect to children who knew things I didn't know until, again, I was much older. At the site, I also learned how to influence people effectively and appropriately. I mainly did this by encouraging them to participate in an activity when they were having a good look around the exhibit. And if they said no, I would encourage them one more time just to see if they would change their mind. And if they still said no, I told them to have a good day and that they would enjoy the museum. And I feel like I contributed many ways to the museum. One way I feel like I contributed was that I made the general atmosphere of the museum a friendly place. Like, I would generally try to greet with an open mind and a smile so they knew I wasn't judging them. And if they said no, I would just encourage them to have a good day and to enjoy the rest of the museum. And another way I feel like I contributed was that I educated people who didn't know Nebraska that well, and by telling them that there were these certain animals or different features in Nebraska that can't be found anywhere else, and seeing that wonder just like light in their eyes at knowing what these things can only be found in Nebraska made what I was doing there feel really important. My general evaluation of the site was overall positive. I enjoyed working at this site mainly because of like the people there and the staff who encouraged me to volunteer there. And I would recommend this to other students in the future so they could enjoy learning about what Nebraska truly is, not just open farmland or cornfields, but rather a very diverse place full of these natural wonders that can't be found nowhere else in the world. And I hope that the rest of you have a good next few weeks, and hope you all do well on your exams. And thank you for listening to my presentation.